Okay, you guys, let me stop playing around. I was just sitting here listening to my girl Jill Scott. All right. In love again and again and again. All right. So now, you guys, listen, Black History Month, yay. And I decided to read some books that I bought and picked out from my shelf. And I only ended up reading one so far, and that was The Water Dancer. And I'm glad that I did read that book. It took me almost 10 days. Now, the book that I'm reading now took me almost just the amount of same time. Now, this book comes from my girl. You know her, the one that won a Pulitzer Prize and a Nobel Prize in literature and was a professor and editor and author and mentor and mother. And she was phenomenal in the book world. I mean, there could be none other than Miss Toni Morrison that I could have read for this month. And this month I chose A Mercy. Yes, A Mercy. Now, if you have read her books in the past, you know her books are not an easy read. I read Beloved probably when I was like in my 20s. I did The Bluest Eye, I did Solo, and something else. And I just did A Mercy. Now, let me tell you guys, I forgot how hard it is to read her work. I felt so confused. I felt so confused. I was like, who is who and what's going on? So the book takes place in like the 17th century, okay? This one little girl gets sold off as a debt. It's the early part of slavery. And she is brought to this place where there all these women living together. There's Lena and Rebecca, Sorrow, and I felt strongest with Sorrow, and I felt more relatable to her. I don't know why though. I don't know. I got stuck a lot. Like I literally like had to like write stuff down in the book. I did like a lot of annotating and earmarking and highlighting. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm like so lost. Like what is happening? I don't know. But it's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful story. But for this Marine right here, I definitely have to read it again. What did I like about the book? I love her lines. Like her lines are so beautiful. And then there's parts that like, that really got me. Like I just like put a sad face at this one. And if I remember correctly, this was when Sorrow did something that she shouldn't have done. And it kind of broke my heart. And then there's a part in there about Sorrow. I know, okay, I remember why I felt so relatable with Sorrow, because Sorrow was a young mother. And I can always relate to that narrative because I was a young mother. But the story is, it's great. It's about relationships. It's about navigating new environments. It's about finding a home when you essentially really don't have a home. It's being taken away from what you know and thrown into a place that we all know how it goes. So, again, I loved every line that she had written. And I don't know. I know that it's a story that will stick with you. But for some people, if you're anything like me, you are definitely going to have to read it again. And like I said, I read a lot of her books back in my early years. And I remember even then, I would read her work and be like, what is happening? What am I reading? And like, okay, yeah, you got to study her work. Her work is like something that you can really like take apart, write a paper on, and like, and that's why she was as brilliant as she was. All right, so that was A Mercy for me. I know my review on it is probably a bit of not what you were expecting, and I don't know what else to tell you guys, because that's how reading this book was for me. Completely unexpected. Well-written characters, though, even though I had a hard time navigating through their different voices. And like this book, let me also tell you, there's no chapter numbering. So if you lose your page and you don't remember where you were at, like, you're going to have to read to find out where you were at. And so, like, there's no, like, headers in the chapters. You know how we get these other books and they got the chapter and they might have something at the top of it. And it'd be like, okay, I remember that one. Yeah, no. Okay, you're going to get in where you fit in reading this one. And I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I love Morrison. I will always be a fan. I am glad I took the time to read this one. Like, if I don't read anything else this month, I'm fine with it. Because I can probably just go back and just, like, keep skimming and skimming and skimming. It's like when you watch a movie the first time and you're like, oh, that's a great movie. But when you go back and watch it the second time, or if you're like me, a third time or a fourth time, and you start seeing little things that you never saw before, that's how it's going to be reading her work. Okay. I hope this was helpful. I love you guys. I'm going to go back to listening to my music. And I hope that you have a great, great Saturday. I love you. And if you are not already, as I always say, listen, please follow me. Go ahead and hit that plus sign right there. Make sure you like this video, leave a comment. And you guys, thank you for sharing, because it really means a lot to me. Now, I do have to tell you that I have started a YouTube channel. So all of these videos that I have on here, I have uploaded on YouTube. So if I'm ever not here on TikTok anymore, you can go follow me over there. It's going to be at Latasha's Book Chat. Okay. Again, at Latasha's Book Chat. All right. Peace. Yes. Come follow me over there too. Give me some subscribers. I think I got like 10. I love you. Bye. Peace and blessings.